Hello everybody and welcome to the first ever episode of AjaMations, where basically I just tell my weird stories in my life and I very poorly animate them. So it was a Tuesday afternoon, January 12th, I don't know what freaking day it was, but it was like last year, if not a little bit over a year, and I was chilling in my room, kinda bored, playing some Epic Gamer Fortnite. And so I hit up my boy, which for this story we'll go ahead and call him, for this video we'll go ahead and call him Bippis. So basically I hit up my boy Bippis, I'm like, yo, I'm kinda bored, can I go over? And he's like, yo, of course my guy. So I got on my little skateboard and I started riding over to his house. And as soon as I got to his house, I was like, yo. And he was like, yo. And I'm like, yo. And I walked in his house. So basically, we were just vibing, just vibing, and more vibing. And he was showing me the things he has on his shelf because he has like a lot of weird, like little gadget things and just weird toys. He just had a lot of cool stuff. And then he had like 100 of these little, very small magnet balls. I don't know how to like describe it to you. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm animating this. I can literally draw it. So he had about like 100 of these little small magnet balls, and I'm like, yo, that's kind of sick. And he was like, yeah, I know, it is kind of sick. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I just said. And so I was messing with them, I was probably messing with them for the whole day, actually. I think I was. And so I was just vibing with them, making them do magnet things. A couple hours passed, we were just vibing, and then boom, I get a text from my mom. We're outside, so I had to go. So I was like, yo, Bippis, I gotta go now. My parents are outside. Give me 2 of those magnet balls. And he was like, bro, are you out of your mind? I'm not giving you these magnet balls. And I was like, bro, just give me 2. You're already missing 3. Because basically the magnet balls like joined together to make a giant cube. It was kind of cool, but he was already missing 3. So like, just give me 2. And he was like, nah, bro, not happening. So I was like, okay, yeah, it's completely fine. So I started walking out of his room and then I swooped some magnet balls. And he was like, bro, what are you doing? And I was like, I just stole it, bro. And so I yoinked 2 magnet balls. I got in the car. Now I had 2 magnet balls. So I was just in the car with my bros and my parents. I forgot where we were going, but we were going somewhere, and then I was just vibing with the magnets. And then they stopped by to get something at I don't know what store. My little brothers wanted to get off too, so it was just me in the car, and I'm like, yo, magnet time. So they get out, and then I'm still playing with the magnets, like putting it in between like the weird finger thingies. I don't even know what to call them. And I would put them like on both sides of my ears, and I was doing weird stuff. And eventually what I did was I grabbed the 2 magnets, and I put one under my lip, and I put one like inside. I'm like, yo, what the heck? This could like magnet in between like anything, bro. This is crazy. It's almost as if it's like a magnet or something. And so it was so Epic Gamer that I put the 2 magnets like on each side of my lip, and then I would like look up and then like slide it up, and then the back one would just like swing up, and it would like freaking defy gravity, and it would just go up and click to the other magnet. I'm like, bro, this is insane. So I kept doing that when all of a sudden I tried it and the magnet was just too far from it, and it just didn't magnetize, and the magnet that was inside of my lip literally just fell down my throat, and I'm like, what the heck just happened? And so I was freaking out. I just ate a little magnet ball. I don't know if that's bad. I don't know if that's healthy. I don't know what to do. So my parents come back. My bros come back. I was just chilling. I didn't say anything. And then we went to go get tacos. We went somewhere. It was to go get tacos. So we went to go get tacos, and then I was sitting down, and then my stomach started to hurt very bad. And obviously I had to order something because I couldn't tell them that I ate 2 freaking magnet balls. So I ordered something. I don't know. It was like 2 kind of tacos. I don't know. So I had these 2 tacos. I was like, all right, time to eat the tacos. And I'm like, dude, I cannot consume these. My stomach hurts so bad. And so my mom was like, yo, why you not eating, cuh? I thought you hungry, cuh. And I'm like, yeah, about that, my stomach kind of hurts. And then she's like, why? And I'm like, I kind of ate 2 magnets. And then she's like, I'm sorry, I said I ate 2 magnets. And so they were like, what you mean you ate 2 magnets? I'm like, yeah, and I was describing it to them, what I was doing with the weird lip thing, and then it fell in my throat, and they were like, oh, that sucks. And so I just didn't eat, and then we got back in the car, we're on our way home, and I'm like, yo, my stomach is hurting extra bad. And so I was sitting in the car, and I'm like, yo, mom, I think we gotta go to the hospital. My stomach hurts very bad. And so we pulled up to the hospital, get some med kits and blah, 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 blah. And we were waiting in line, and then finally it was our turn to tell them what was wrong, and I had to say, yeah, I kind of ate 2 magnets, and the doctors were like, I'm sorry, you said, yeah, I said I ate 2 magnets. And they were like, okay, have a seat right there. So I had a seat in the freaking giant lounge of people coughing. And in about 62.5 hours, they finally called my name, and I'm like, yo, sick, it's my turn. So I go in with the doctor, and the doctor's like, what happened? And you guys know what happened. And he's like, damn, you're kind of dumb. And I'm like, yeah. But I described the size of the magnet to him, and he's like, yeah, it's very small. It's probably not going to do anything that bad to you. It's probably just going to come out naturally, and then you'll be completely fine. And I'm like, yo, okay, that sounds sick. but can you explain to me why my freaking stomach hurts so bad? And then he's like, oh yeah, cause like, you know how magnets attract iron? And I'm like, yeah, I do know how magnets attract iron. He's like, yeah, you know how blood has iron in it? And I'm like, yeah, I do know how blood has iron in it. And then he's like, yeah, all the blood vessels and like all that was getting attracted to the magnet, and that's probably what hurts. I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds like a bad time. And he's like, yeah. But yeah, I was notified that it was completely fine. It just was gonna hurt very bad, like momentarily, just because of what the magnet was doing, but it wasn't gonna do any damage actually, and it was gonna come out naturally, you know, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, we were just talking, and then the doctor was like, so you were messing with tube magnets? So I'm like, yeah, I was messing with tube magnets. Like, you know, you're actually very, very lucky that you didn't eat both of those magnets. And I was like, why, sir doctor? And he was like, because if you would have ate both of those magnets, then there would have been a high chance that those magnets could have been on opposite sides of an intestine and literally punctured a hole in your intestine, which would have been a very bad time. And I was like, oh dang, yeah, that would have been a bad time, holy. So yeah, that's the time Aja almost died. I went back home, my stomach was still hurting, I slept, I woke up, I was completely fine. So, ladies and gentlemen, what's the moral of this lesson? The moral of this lesson is do not steal magnet balls from your friend Bippis.